We're talking everything from Widow's Bay episodes 1 through 4 on Apple TV. All right, Fuggos, time to drink some punch and talk about an all-new episode of Unbinged starting now. Welcome into Unbinged podcast. We break down the shows, movies, and news you love to binge. I'm Alfredo Brown. We got a full house today. We got Jagger, Matt Kopfhamer, Sam Holt. And why? Because this new show, Widow's Bay on Apple TV, is absolutely awesome. We've got 4 episodes to talk about, mostly this most recent one. But before we do that, let's get the spoiler warning.
We're about to spoil Widow's Bay. Everyone's talking about it, so, watch it.
Yeah, it's great. The water's fine. Jump in. Everyone's doing it. Let's go.
Specifically with the water with this show.
Yeah.
God, brother.
I'm only going to jump into the water if there's a bonfire in the shape of a human, and I'll just jump in right away.
But the mayor did the swim. It's fine. It's safe. We know that.
The water's
it's
safe.
Cool, guys.
Except for that had the old lady hag that clawed at his leg.
First
that's only
initial
him,
question. First initial question. Scariest thing that has happened in the town so far. Is it the
Definitely
sea
the
hag?
main ad.
The main... Wait, what?
This is what I wanted to talk to you about. It's a main ad that they were summoning. That was they were turning. She was being possessed probably by the god Dionysus or some type of Dionysus demon and turning into a maenad. They believe in worshiping the god of wine, all that shit. That's what the horns and the fur were.
Nature.
And the whole thing is manic frenzied party that ends in sacrifice. And
watch True Blood season 1 and 2 talks about it.
Thank you, Koff. That is what's weird is True Blood is actually the best at showing a maenad. That's a lot of work and bad TV to get to a maenad, so maybe just YouTube it. But definitely that's what was going on. That was just scary. The thought that you could drink some ratchet ass punch and then you're partying to 90s pop and then you're going to walk into a fucking fire, that's scary. A sea hag, I can fight that shit.
I was about to say, I'm just expecting Jag to be like, I don't know, man. Sea hag sitting on my face, not the worst thing that could happen in Widow's Bay.
I was going to say, if that's how you got to go out, there's worse ways to go.
Knew you guys would not be scared of that.
Swing on her. I'm going to swing on her, bro.
The recliner has got to be the funniest moment of the entire
Flipping
show.
her over the recliner was funny. Yeah.
It reminded me of Scary Movie 3.
Oh, yeah, dude.
I'm whooping ass, Cindy. It just felt the same way. Guys, this
leaking.
Can't wait for Scary Movie 6. I think we might have to cover that. I'm not gonna lie. It's so good. Guys, this show has been such a breath of fresh air, and it feels like we're back in time, not necessarily because of the setting of the show, but because of the way that the show has caught fire, where it has been actually just good word of mouth. Everyone's like, I hope you're watching this show. And now more than ever, because people were able to binge the first 3 episodes, get locked in on it, go to social media, and then just be like, everyone needs to be watching this. And it starts to get around, and you start to tell your friends, and that's what ended up happening here with us. We were kind of thinking about doing it. And now that this show is popping off, we're like, okay, we have to be a part of this. So Sam, I want to start with you. What makes this show so refreshing and exciting right now? Because we've seen comedies, we've seen horror, we've seen movies where they kind of do both, and we've seen shows where they try it. But what makes this one so different?
That's a good question. I think that what makes this so different is there's a dryness to the comedy that I think is really appealing for the horror genre. Plus the build-up that they're doing for this, I think, is perfectly paced for the horror level. So I think there's a certain amount of you have to have percentages of comedy per episode, percentages of scare per episode. And I think they're building all that tension in a really thoughtful way. And you're also getting just enough character development across each episode that draws you in as to why you should be scared for this town and for these specific characters.
Mm-hmm. And I love that you said it's the blend of horror and comedy, because I would say episode 4 was pretty much horror, and then the comedy was sprinkled in.
Yeah.
Whereas episode 1 was pretty comedy with some spooky stuff sprinkled in. Yeah. And I don't care at all. To me, it's chocolate and spice, no matter what ratio it's in, I like it. And it's a weird combo, but it's good,
Okay.
You like a spicy hot chocolate.
Yeah.
What was interesting, Jag? Oh, yes, definitely. Jag, to your point, the first two episodes, I was convinced this is going to be more psychological. Like it's in the mayor's head. Like he's getting freaked out because all the townspeople are telling him all the shit that's going on. There's actually nothing going on. But then they give us those elements of no. There's something freaky going on. Like we saw everything with the priest and then him finally hanging himself, supposedly. Maybe an Epstein situation where somebody else did it. But what I like about this show is it gives you vibes of like a Castle Rock season 2, where you get some yeah, right, Jag? So some
We're
Castle
gonna
Rock.
vibe this whole show.
Yes,
yeah,
man.
yeah.
Coffin Jagger red vining right now, man. They are so
know it.
excited about this.
It's the Spidey sense happening right now.
And then you get mixed in with those comedy elements that feel very much like a Parks and Rec, because the showrunner used to work on Parks and Rec. And of course, it's not a one-to-one, it's not one-to-one, but there are elements of that comedic style. And what's really cool is the main character, the mayor, really feels like a Ben Wyatt type, where he's supposed to be the straight man, where everybody else around him is a little goofy, and him reacting to those situations. So I really like that they're starting to lean into the more supernatural and actual like occult elements, and I want to see where it goes next.
And that's my favorite part about the Parks and Rec element in general, is that like I started out media working at a newspaper, like written fucking paper in Poto, Oklahoma. And like literally people's like, town hall meetings aren't like that. I'm like, they are exactly like that. People care about the stupidest shit on the planet. There is weird, like people believe in Heavener, Oklahoma, that Vikings came all the way in the exact fucking center of the United States to leave a fucking runestone in Heavener. It is a wildly, it's like a town thing in LaFleur County. It's bizarre. It's not real. These people are delusional. There's a whole society on it. So for people like me,
Which city was this?
it's called Heavener, Oklahoma. Look up the Heavener runestone, brother. I designed that website as well. It's terrible.
If you have visited Heavener, Oklahoma, and you are watching or listening to this, let us know.
Are you a lost Viking?
Yeah, it's
Chime in.
these people
Oklahomans.
are ridiculous. They're ridiculous. But like again, it goes
Oklahomans.
back to why this works. So many shows are set in New York, LA, that like the small town element is always just near and dear to me because I've lived it. You know, I can't relate to living in New York as much as I can living not even on an island, but I get living in a small town where people believe in sane shit, you know.
I also
It
think
also
that,
makes the.
no, I was just
Sorry,
gonna
Sam,
say,
I'll let you go.
no, I was just going to say that to answer your question very directly, Alfredo, I think the reason why it's so appealing is what you just said, Jag, is this isn't a show in New York or LA where you're like, okay, I get it. It's this and it's fast paced and there's money and whatever. It's going back to this small town that makes it so nuanced for everyone else. That's just like, oh, I kind of remember that. Or, you know, a weird aunt that comes from like a city like that. Like that's what kind of is a draw, is it's so fresh because it's old.
Not only that, but part of the horror element then becomes the small town and the neighbors, right? Like we saw with episode 4, where we don't know anything about Patricia's backstory, and we're like, why are all these women so fucking mean to her? And then we get the reveal that they think she's lying. She may be, but she may be lying about being a victim of this, you know, former serial killer. And so we're getting little pieces of this town history, and it's starting to build a tapestry, and they're doing it in a way that's intriguing and not just a exposition dump, which is really nice.
World building is what you're talking about. It's world, and again, it goes back to the small town thing. You can't world build in New York. It's like, oh, your friends hate you. Go to a new fucking bar. You know?
Yeah,
It's like-
literally.
And to piggyback on this, I think what makes this so interesting is that when you talk about all these other settings and these places that people already know that truly exist, those settings, those towns, those places are not the character. It's kind of already like we have that predisposition. Widow's Bay, the title of the show, has actually become a character in itself. The first episode is about Widow's Bay waking up and us learning about it. And then really the characters, the people are almost in the sidecar of this whole thing, where a lot of them almost don't even have personality. They just have these really funny, dry statements and jokes that you laugh at, but they're almost not even characters. They're just there. Like half of them don't even react to things. And we'll just laugh at like the DJs saying, I don't have premium So like he'll have an ad in the middle of a song, and that's just fucking hilarious. But like there's no exposition dump there. It's just like how funny the character is. The real story is this setting. It is the Widow's Bay.
Yeah.
My favorite part is the episode is Rosemary being like, I had my qualms, but you said be positive. It's like, what?
That's such my stepmom, man. My stepmom is like, is there
Shout out
such
Jack's
thing as
stepmom.
negative support? You know, where
Demotivation.
yeah, where she's very supportive, but like of like the wrong thing. She's like, yeah, I think it's super weird, but you know, I love her. That's what she said. Like Tisha, I hope you're not watching. You're into some weird shit, man, and everyone's
That's kind of great though. I'm not gonna, like I feel like we all need someone like that. Just kind of like lets us make our mistakes and then go, I didn't think it was a good idea from the start, but I let you do it.
Yeah.
You gotta learn.
And Rosemary's also kind of like down to throw down for Patricia. She's like, all right, fuggos, time to move on over here.
She's a real friend. I
Yeah.
don't think that. I really think that Patricia needs to understand that Rosemary's your friend, and you should probably lean into it. She lets you be crazy as shit. She's like, "You want some fucking animals, man? You know, here you go. You wearing a weird crown." Cool.
I really wanted to see what was on that shopping list now. Like once we got the reveal that everything's fucked up, like what was
Yeah.
on that list?
Dude, yeah. It's what I love here with Koff. You mentioned the showrunner had done some work on Parks and Rec. Katie Dippold. She has also one of the funniest tweets ever. I'll put it up on the screen when we're editing here. But Throwback Thursday to Halloween when I dressed as the Babadook, but my friend's house had more of a grown-ups drinking wine vibe. And it's just her sitting there dressed as the Babadook while everyone else is just normal, sitting around the table hanging out on Halloween. And
So
like,
confused. That's why this was in this in show notes. I was like,
It
what the
is-
fuck am I looking at?
it is just a perfect encapsulation of what this show is. And the Widow's Bay sort of like reminds me of Pawnee, Indiana, where it's like first you're thinking, okay, it's a workplace comedy similar to The Office, but you see that Pawnee becomes a character, and that's really what's happened here with Widow's Bay, where it's become a character in itself.
So good.
Guys, before we move on here and let's start talking about more of like what happened specifically here in episode 4 and the other episodes as well, I want to remind everybody you've got a bunch of ways you can enjoy this show. If you're watching on YouTube, take a second to like this video, comment down below, hype this video as well, give us your thoughts on Widow's Bay. And also, if you're listening on Apple or Spotify, take a sec to leave a 5-star review. Those reviews help us so much. It allows us to create more content for you guys, do new things, and be in front of more eyes and ears. Also, we've got a bunch of great stuff that's coming up for you guys. We've got our content on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. The Boys. We got the finale next week. Widow's Bay on Thursdays. Your Friends and Neighbors on Fridays. Also, Euphoria over on HBO. We're covering that every Monday and coming soon. We've got Cape Fear, House of the Dragon, Silo. So many great shows that are coming up. And a big shout out to our premium members who have been joining us for Euphoria. You guys make this all worth it. So thank you so much. All right. Let's talk a little bit about this episode, because I think what this showed here is that it's not just the Tom show. Let me get his Tom Loftus.
Yeah.
It's not just a show about Tom anymore. It is, this episode proved that we can watch a different character and we can be entertained by it. And Jag, what you said earlier is that they can kind of give us different flavors each episode, where they can be like, hey, this is just a really funny, kooky kind of show. But then also we might scare the shit out of you with some real stuff later on.
And I love that in 2 weeks, we've kind of got that set up where we got the first 3 episodes and episode 4. So now going forward, my expectations are just wide open. Like I'm ready to eat whatever they put in front of me. And I think that's another reason why this is like Apple's just crushing it, man. I think just bang for a buck. Like it's just, there's just not a bad show. We don't have time to talk about all the shows over there. Cause like, I feel bad for Margot's got money troubles
I was
because
gonna say,
like
Margot.
this show's going to crush it right now. So
It already got renewed for season 2. So
Yeah. Apple has been doing a great job. Like I was talking to my wife about it yesterday, where I'm like, they just don't miss, but they're also just not making money with streaming. And she's like, well, why are they doing it then? I'm like, because they're fucking Apple. This is such a small drop in the bucket for them. They don't care. They're just out here
But that's
making
the thing.
the rep.
But that's the thing. Nobody makes money on streaming. That's the real
Yeah.
crux of it. Is nobody does. Not even Netflix. Netflix is hemorrhaging money year over year, but they keep going because investors. So I don't know if anyone's ever going to make money streaming the way it's currently set up, but that's neither here nor there. Let's get back to Widow's Bay.
You can tell.
Can
I
we-
put a quarter in the cough jukebox, and he stopped it. He unplugged himself.
I need to stop myself. Or I will go on
The personal
forever.
growth is just immense, Cough. Like
You guys are seeing
know,
this in
Chef's
real
kiss.
time.
It's because of all you. You've all helped me. Can we talk about the recurring theme of fatherhood in this series and how shitty of a dad Tom really is? Because I think
He's a
that's going to
shitty
be
dad?
He's a terrible dad. He wants to be a good dad, but he doesn't know how to be a good dad. His son walks all over him, and he doesn't give him any discipline. He tries to give him advice, but his son's a whatever dad. So yeah, he's a bad dad.
His wife died, right?
Yes.
Yes, his wife died in
Childbirth.
childbirth. So he's been a single
so it's
father
been a
for
minute.
17
Okay.
years.
yeah, so he should have gotten better at it by now.
You would think, but he's so distracted with wanting to make the town grow that he's not giving the time
Cough,
for his teenage son.
Dude, I love you so much, man. I love you that there's like 19 other things that I personally wanted to talk about, and you're like, can we talk about how this is about fatherhood? And
'Cause
you know
this is
what's
gonna be
crazy is that
important.
you're gonna be
I know
fucking
it's gonna
right.
be important.
We're gonna get
Yeah.
to the finale, and it's gonna be like the father of Satan or something like was in this the whole time, and be like, God damn it.
Showrunners can't fool me. I see through the bullshit.
Well, it's probably going to come back around too, in just the sense that, like, the rumor that if you're born on the island and you leave, then you die. So then, is the story of how the wife died that she had to leave the island to give birth, and that's why she died, and that's why the son can't die because he got born off of the island?
But we
Was he
also
born off
we
the
also
island?
heard.
I thought he was born on the island
So here's the thing.
talked
We've
about
heard
that
two
in
different
episodes.
things. Right.
because
so
he hasn't left the island
Tom-
before.
So Tom mentions to the writer that, yes, of course, my son's been to the mainland. And then we find out in episode 4, the son himself admits, I've never been off.
Right.
So
Or has he? And a baby he didn't remember.
possibly. So we don't
I
know
went to San
quite what the
Francisco as a
truth
baby.
is.
I don't remember it.
Yeah.
So we don't know what quite the truth is. So it could come into play later, like Sam's saying, where this could be a storyline where he has to go to the mainland and now he's in danger because he never been off the mainland. Or we find out he was born off mainland, so he's fine.
I think that's kind of the only reason and I don't mean to shit on this. I think it's the only reason I'm going to care about the son is that he's going to eventually be in danger and Tom's going to have to save him. Like that seems to be sort of the character MacGuffin that we're at here, where it's like, save kid.
I feel like his kid is like environmental damage. You know, anytime his kid's around, it's like -1 HP, -1 HP, -1.
Emotional damage.
Emotional damage.
His son is a Rattata, just like really angry, but not actually able to take care of itself.
Rather than
Kill
just
it.
screech. It's like,
Shit. Yeah, the son it's Tom Loftus and Evan Loftus, played by Matthew Rhys and Kingston Southwick. Yeah, yeah, right. Fun name.
Kingston Roomy Southwick. Because I was
Alright.
like looking up, I'm like, his wife must have had some color because that is not his fucking kid, man.
It's like beef. It's like, you look Greek. Okay, let's talk a little bit more about this episode here, and then we'll kind of circle back to like the overarching stuff that we've seen here throughout the first 3 episodes. But this episode 4, I think a lot of people are calling it the best episode so far of the series, and I think in many ways it is, because I think it upped the stakes, and it's not just Los Spookies here in town. Like, we've got cute little ghosts and stuff. Like, we've got the ability to make people see something different, act something different, do different things that, Jag, like what you were implying, goes way beyond just a cursed town or ghosts or anything. We're talking real demons here.
Yeah, you got 2 layers. You have your small town. Me and every generation of my family have grown up in this fucking silo for how long? Those demons, and then you got real ones, because like, to go back to the Stephen King element, I'm just throwing this theory out there. I'm pretty sure if you're into Stephen King, that island is a thinny somewhere around there. Yeah, Cough gets that one. Or if you're just into like normal shit, it is probably a thin layer to something in hell. Or someone who they keep bringing up, the first mayor, did some kind of fucking deal and caused some problems. But that's like, to go back to the demon problem, you got layers on top of layers. And then if you know anything about how these things work, the psychological element feeds on all that emotional shit. And that's why our dear sweet Patricia was such an easy target. You know, it was just like, oh, she has this emotional turmoil, so I'm going to pick on her because she's the weak one. And that's what's happened here, where I felt like the island tried to get a huge bite all in one and use Patricia as the lure for that.
Two things here really quick, because Jag, you mentioned going back to the first mayor or the founder of Widow's Bay. Do you guys know who's going to be playing that character?
Who?
I'm so fucking excited for this. Hamish Linklater will be playing that character.
Fuck
Hell
yes.
yeah.
Yes.
We're going to get some good shit.
Yeah.
We're going to be
getting
so
comedy.
good.
Midnight Mass, baby.
Yeah, comedy Midnight Mass. Fuck yeah. I'm way into it.
I'm so excited about that. And then the other thing is, you mentioned the Stephen King of it all. One, did you catch the Stephen King book Inside the Paddy Wagon? Nice little
The Shining.
cameo there. Yeah, for The Shining. Also, this episode had a lot of elements to Carrie for me. Like it felt very
Social
reminiscent of
rejection.
that. Yeah, like the show seems to be very self-aware of what it is.
Yeah.
For
Really appreciated
sure.
all of the visual tie-ins for that connection to all the little moments of red, you know, with the red wine being the only red wine at the party and everything else is white. Just the little flashes of red, even in the lighting. And as it shifted and got more saturated, you just knew the haunting was getting stronger.
So one thing I want to... So she found the book inside of her mobile library. So somebody planted it there.
Paddy Wagon, put some respect on the name.
The Paddy
Malfoy.
Wagon. Do we have and
Lucius.
does anybody
Malfoy
have
in
any
the cauldron.
I like it.
Sorry.
Ah, great reference. I just got that. Does anyone have any guesses as to who planted that? Because I thought it might have been the priest until he showed up hanged.
I mean, he could have done it beforehand. It was 4 days earlier.
Ooh, I didn't think of that. You're right. But I wonder if it's a possession thing or if it's somebody being a malactor on their own.
I have a crazy theory.
Please.
I think the New York Times writer is not a New York Times writer at all.
I agree.
Oh,
But is
And
he
I-
still around? Or did he leave after this first season?
They
or
believe
first
he
episode?
left, but
What if he
we
didn't
don't
leave?
know. Like the same way that in the second episode, Tom is playing board games with the clown murderer. Like this island is proving it can do anything and kind of warp what we see as reality. Like what happens? We get to the last episode and we start to do flashbacks and we see Tom was never actually talking to some guy. Like no one ever came in. Like there's so much that could be happening.
the
I
camera
gotta
footage
rewatch
of
that first
Patricia
episode.
reading into 4 a.m.
Because-
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
All of
that
these
was freaky.
elements.
Did you catch in the background when they did the hereditary thing where they did like one frame of like the people being freaky faced in the party?
the mirror.
Yes.
Yeah, that was cool.
And that was a great reveal. That worked so
good.
well. And I think that there too, and I keep using this a lot with this show as an encapsulation of what makes this show so well, is they don't overplay the horror element. They don't overplay the comedy element. They just kind of everything is throwaway. Even the horror parts of it, it's just like, we're going to do it really quick to show you what is happening. I think it's just done so well in this show.
Agreed.
I need more Stephen Root.
I mean, we're going to
Not
need-
too much.
what-
No, I'm just kidding.
Well, but his character is easily my favorite so far.
Well, I think there's an opposite to Stephen Root. You know, like kind of what Alfredo was saying. You know, maybe
Like
it's
he's the guardian, and then there's an
and
evil
then there's
version.
someone else that's just like worships the island. And at first, I would think it would be Patricia, but clearly it's not her.
It's Dale the DJ.
Rosemary, I think it would be.
I think
my
Rosemary's
top-
up there.
Yeah, like
No, I don't think so. I think
think
she's.
she's
I
like
think
another-
she's outside of it all. I think
Yeah.
her.
why
Jerry?
would you? The more I'm thinking about it, though, why would you give your friend? She was watching her chop up animal stuff, and was just kind of. The more I'm talking through it, she's a little too down. You know.
But I
She's
also
just
attribute
lived
that
on
to
the
when like
island too
she's.
long, and she's like, "This isn't the weirdest shit I've seen yet, guys." Like,
Exactly.
I think that's
I
why
love that
she's
because
unfazed.
everyone has that friend that's a little too down.
Yeah,
Like this person's not good for me.
or she just wants to see do it for the plot. Like, all right, I want to see where she's going with this, just because again, she's been on the island so long. She's seen she's obviously probably seen hauntings before. The island's been awake before in her lifetime. So she's always like, all right, let's see what this one's going to do next. Just because she's just so weathered by the storms that she's just unfazed at this point.
It's perfectly safe to drive by the inn. You just can't stop.
Jag, what's the over/under on us getting sirens this season?
Oh, that's like, to me, it has to happen. Like
Right.
We're at like minus 1,200 on that.
yeah, we started
cool.
with sea hags. You
Yeah.
know, like there's nowhere else to go.
Now the real question is, does Tom fall in love with the siren mermaid before they try to drown him?
You think somebody bangs a walrus at some point,
What?
What?
like a manatee?
Yeah,
What?
that's an old. So
It's an old thing.
mermaids, yeah. So mermaids
Wait,
are believed to be a myth that came around because pirates and people that were lost at sea would have sex with manatees. So
Y'all know
The
so
more
much
you
like
know.
weird shit. Man.
How?
Buddy,
Why?
Your brain couldn't handle half of what I know.
Are all those books about people sleeping with manatees?
a lot of weird shit. Yeah.
That's a lot of books.
Jack's like, don't act like I'm weird for knowing that. You're weird for not knowing that.
Yeah.
exactly, yeah. I'm just saying that's where they believe that mermaids came from, is like old timey sailors getting it down with manatees and other sea creatures.
I learned that in like middle school. That was like
feel
a
like
long
that's, like-
time ago.
Jack, I went to a private Christian school. They weren't talking about manatee fucking.
Oh,
That's
sorry.
why
I
there's
thought it's
dicks
about
on the
me. I was
cover
like,
of The
I
Little
don't know.
Mermaid. The more you know.
I do feel like I remembered the manatee part. I didn't think they were fucking them, though.
Yeah, they probably were, dude.
That's fair.
Definitely
Trust
each
me,
other.
guys, lonely guys.
You guys have taught me a lot about this, so now I know not to be shocked by anything men do.
Comment if you also know the lore of manatee fucking.
Comment
so the-
Manatee 10 and we'll give you 5% off.
Not even 3% of manatees.
Would be 5% off of a riverboat, so you can go and see the manatees.
You know, if you have to ask Sam, he can't afford it.
Can't.
SeaWorld annual passes. Guys, let's talk about this book. This book here, Your Turn, Out with the Old, In with the You. First of all, I thought that this book was going to end up convincing her to kill herself, or that
They
it
usually
was
Almost
do.
did. Almost did.
almost.
She would have been the sacrifice. That's why she had the helmet or the crown.
Okay. Is that
She
that's
would've
what
been-
that
they
means
would've-
for little reindeer ears?
I'm guessing they would have all drowned themselves, and then she would have jumped into the fire as the final sacrifice.
I thought that when I saw the friend just snap like that in public, I thought that the frenzy was going to make them sacrifice her. Because like it's usually like their big thing is tearing people apart, quite literally, like ripping. So I thought, I was like, oh, it was about to start, but it didn't. So we're cool.
We're a little excited for that.
That would have been a wild left turn if they just started ripping her apart.
Yeah, and I love a wild left turn. That's why I was like, oh, they're going to do it.
Did anyone else notice? So at the end there, she couldn't throw the book into the fire, but she could, however, hold the book up to the fire.
Part of that sacrifice.
I'm
Also-
so intrigued by it because she didn't burn.
Maenads are fireproof. That's the only thing for Koff's saying on there. That is 100% true that Maenads are fireproof.
Once again, what's a maenad for the uninitiated here?
A
It's an
Maenad
old-time-
is
It's a wooded spirit demon.
that worships the god Dionysus of spirit and wine. That's why.
So
it
are we
looks
saying
like-
she was a
Greek
maenad at
times.
this point because she was wearing the headdress, the antlers?
She's
Yes.
becoming one.
she's becoming?
Or
one.
she was possessed by one, and it was trying to become. Is what we're guessing. Is what we
There's
think.
multiple theories. It is Maenad adjacent. Either maybe Dionysus was possessing her, maybe a Maenad was possessing her, but all of that is Maenad culture. It's 100% like we want to wear fur and antlers and rip apart people and animals and sacrifice them to our wine god while we get drunk and fuck. That's the MO.
It's a nice little Saturday.
It's hedonism to the most extreme degree.
Extreme degree. Yeah.
Wow. The
You need
show.
to really catch up on your cryptids.
Sorry.
This is
Homie
what
don't
happens
know
when
his
you
lore.
read.
Yeah. That's yeah.
Okay. This book.
Grimoire.
So she
Thank
sees.
you,
Yeah,
Jay.
it's a grimoire, right? You are asking who could have put it there. I'm like fascinated by what she's seeing inside of it, because everything it seems to be all these like incantations, curses, spells, whatever it may be, or just like different like seances that she can do. But then as we're seeing it, we're seeing like, use this to make the toast. Have fun at the party. One party can change your life. And it's people doing lines of Coke on a glass table. I don't know if you guys caught that. No. It was, and I'm like so curious about this book. Like, does it just show her what she wants to see or what it thinks she should see, or like how it even works? Because like the magic behind this, I think is incredible. And what the show is doing is it's making you question everything you see from every single character now.
Yeah.
Yeah, because what's the extent? Like you said, is it? We've already now seen two different characters have hallucinations where, Tom in the inn sees and interacts with the clown murderer, who, shout out to BJ from Righteous Gemstones.
Oh, yeah.
Tim
And
Baltz.
then we see Patricia obviously getting possessed and seeing this entire party through the lens of this grimoire, giving her the glitz and the glamour of the party that she's always wanted, versus reality where everything's dirty and bloody and she's wearing antlers on her head. So are these two separate instances, or are they connected? Is this something that the island can do wholesale, or is this, it has to be certain points of the island have enough power to then influence what you're seeing and doing?
Usually in things like this, it goes to the big magic or big whatever attracts little magic and little things. So, and I actually hope it's that, because we don't need to be caught in like, oh, well, let's talk about the lore of this, like get all fucking supernatural and shit like that. I want to keep playing it the fast and loose of like what could happen and bring in different levels of magic. Now I'm getting real nerdy about it, but yeah.
I kind of want it to be
Now?
like an X-Files thing where each week is a different...
A monster of the week thing. I think
Yes.
that's the superpower of this show, is that's what it can be. Is it can be more than just one good overarching story for a single season. This could be 3, 4, 5 seasons of like we're just getting cool, weird, spooky shit happening here with new characters.
Which I hope. That's what
It's
I'm
White
hoping.
Lotus, but they keep going back to just the same shitty place every year.
This is not a White Lotus.
Well, if it opens up for tourism, I think that opens up the story to like real crazy shit. Like I'm curious, like what even triggers the fog to come in like this? How often does it happen? Like it's making me ask. The whole thing with Patricia saying that like the boogeyman didn't get her or couldn't find her or whatever it is. What if that's what the fog or the island had her seeing, but she actually did this once before? Like she's always like she's been marked for this for her entire life. Like what if she actually was the one that killed her friends back, or these other girls way back then?
It only
They
plays
did
on
mention... Sorry, they did mention that in episode 1 there's an earthquake, and the last time they had an earthquake was like 22 years ago. So it's possible timeline wise.
And it's also on this island, like two things could be true, where she could have just imagined this. And like you said, like the island's like, all right, I'm going to bring this shit up when you're 40. It's going to be hilarious.
I'm going for the long con here.
It's scary when you're a kid, but fucking hilarious in your 40s.
Exactly. So like she saw and experienced that, but it actually didn't happen. Like I think that's also up in the air too.
I think there's
Do we
something to what you
know-
just said with them marking people, though, because there's definitely
The Sea Hack did it.
See how Mark Tom.
literally marked Tom, and then there's got to be another way that different characters are being marked, so not everyone is being haunted, because there's got to be some level of trying to use certain people in the town to get the rest of the people. So I think that it's kind of, a little bit reminiscent of Derry, where you've got some people that just either choose not to or literally can't see the magic that's happening.
And this goes back to the common lore that like evil and magic, you got to think of it as like stepping in shit, quite literally, to where you don't step in it and then it's over. You step in it and then you track it and it sticks to you everywhere. So even you just being born or spending a lot of time in this town, it's just like you are marked, and that's like, I really do want to go back to that son being born on the island. That's got to be, even if it's not this season, that's a fun lever pin that we can pull later.
Well, because then it's like, how did the mom die? You know, like what ended up happening there. It's
Complications.
Yeah,
sure.
it's
Like, does the son
sufficiently
have some
vague
sort
enough.
of destiny that the island has for him? You know, like there could be anything here. Sam, you mentioned like characters all getting marked. So, like we got Patricia, Tom, and the Reverend, and I'm just like struggling with the timeline. I think the Reverend was first, where he looks into the well, and then we kind of just like don't see him again, and he shows up and he's like, "There's evil here."
Well,
And then now
he
we
got
see him again, and he's
he
hung.
got the sorry, he got hanged, not hung.
Yeah,
Hanged.
No, I know, but I also realized how I sounded like he's hung.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He gets I think episode 2, Tom tells him about the church bell. Because he was like, yeah, my son probably did it. And then he's like, what are you talking about? And then he goes and looks and sees that the church bell is still like wrapped up in chains. So I think that's the first indication he has that there's evil. And then he goes, finds the letter from a reverend back in the day, sees there are steps you have to take because there's evil on the island. And that's when he goes to the well. And then we see him hanged in his office. So again, it's possible that he may have been on the path of putting these things back in place to stop the evil from happening, and then he was
The evil
hanged by
got
the
him.
evil entity, or the evil possessed somebody to hang him, or maybe he just couldn't handle the revelation of the evil's waking up and he did it himself. We don't know yet. I'm sure we'll get that revelation soon, though.
Yeah.
That is something else that's like dairy, like you gave the island a little bump of people, and then it turned into a fiend. It's like, give me more of that, please. Num num num.
Yummy people.
Ooh, I wonder if it does tie back into the fact that Tom's trying to make the island a tourist destination.
Yeah.
And maybe that's the island's always been like hungry for new blood, and so the people on the town keep it as just this fishing town and keep tourists away on purpose. And they may have lost sight of that somewhere in the last 50 years. And now they're going to get the lesson of like, nope, this is what happens when you bring tourists on.
Interesting. Kopf, I love that you had to let me know it was hanged, not hung. I appreciate that.
Yes, man.
I
Proper
Googled
grammar.
it while you were talking. Nothing makes you feel dumber than your friend correcting you live on a podcast.
You can edit this out. You have that power.
Oh, I won't. Oh, I won't. What's the storyline that's got you guys most intrigued going forward here? Because we've got a bunch of different characters. We've got Tom Loftus, Wick, Patricia, Officer Bashir, Reverend Bryce, now dead. What has you guys most intrigued going forward? Because I will say, I want to know what's going on in those tunnels underneath the island. Like, where do those even go? Is it across the island? How far away do those tunnels actually go? Anywhere else away from the island?
Oof, I almost
Why was
forgot
there an
about
electric chair in front of those like doors? What was that about?
Something's under those doors.
That's like the island's sick, right? Like someone really bad got killed and something there. I know this is a weird one. This is like I'm gonna put my cough hat on. I wonder if Officer Bashir's wife is real, and if like eventually that becomes like a thing where
Thank you.
maybe she is real, but like maybe it starts haunting him because he's always on the phone. We never fucking see her. And he's like, oh, I got to get
Yeah.
home to my wife. He never makes it home to his wife ever.
What is every time he talks to his wife, what's the conversation about? Leaving the island.
The island, and then something happens that like it seems like a thing.
Keeps him on it. Yeah, I'm
You
with
guys
you,
are
Jag.
definitely
Thank you for
onto
pointing that
something
out.
there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
I love this show.
I think I want to see, I mean, I like that we're seeing lots of different types of stories and lore of different types of hauntings. I continue to want to see different versions. I think that's what's going to kind of keep it spicy and more like, tapas and apps. Like, keep giving me something different each episode to a culmination of something that's going to be great, because that's going to keep my interest horror-wise in terms of seeing new things. And I think that the obvious team up we're about to get, I hope it actually kind of quickly fractures and they're like, no, we can't do this. It's not going to make any sense. And then they just keep getting haunted until they finally do some sort of team up to try and get against the evil. Because I think it's going to be too easy for them to be like, all right, and now we're a band of brothers and now we're going to fight the evil together. Like,
I think we're gonna get like a
doesn't make
Mysteries Inc. Let's split up, gang, and
Yeah.
they're each gonna go to like different places and get haunted.
I think that's going to be the thing. Everyone continues to be alone and getting haunted. And then
Me and Daphne are going to go upstairs to the master bedroom.
Clues.
If you hear moaning, it's the ghost for sure.
I like that there's CCTV cameras on this island. I didn't necessarily expect that with the type of technology that they
But no
currently have,
Wi-Fi.
and no Wi-Fi. So I think that's going to continue to be a thing of, you know, the sheriff going backwards to see everything that's happening and what people are seeing, and having those kind of spooky glitches.
I know I'm probably here on an island by myself, but I want to see more of
Heyo.
what's going on with the son and like his friends and like
You
what
are.
kind of dumb shit they're gonna get into, because I know that's gonna be the key to something in the future. Is they're gonna do something that's gonna unlock or unleash something they weren't supposed to.
Just like a ghost.
Especially when you look at the detail. Well, that too. But the detail of them going on, like running around the island at all hours of the night, I think is that's something. They keep
You're going to
bringing
see
it up.
something during around 3 a.m. during like the haunting hours, or
Right.
when did homie get electrocuted? What time was that? I'm sure that's going to be significant if they stick to the same horror tropes and stuff like that. I feel like we're getting an adult losers club or
Yeah.
D&D party, because there are all these like even the mayor's kind of ostracized from the community because he's this new guy once in. So like they're all kind of banding together with their little like, hey, you got haunted? All right, come on. Yeah. We're the only people here that believe you. So.
Yeah.
Did you videotape it?
Did you?
Well, and I love what the show's doing too, where it even asks, like, if you hate these people so much, why do you care about the town? Like, why are you even doing this? Like, it's asking the questions that we would have about this character too.
Yeah.
Guys, let's go back to these like first few episodes, because I think what we got was a bunch of different flavors. Episode 1, it's kind of funny. Episode 2, I think, had some really good throwaway jokes in there, where like Stephen Root is trying to nail up the inn. He's trying to board up the inn, and the guy, the owner of the inn, just opens it right up, like the board never actually got there. And when he gets arrested, and he's just able to roll the window down, he's like, "Why is he able to roll the window down?" He's, "Oh, because he's not handcuffed."
He's not cuffed.
This show has done such a great job of doing all these different things. I think one of my favorite parts of this whole show was staying at the inn and what happened there, because I think we got to see not the full extent, but a really good taste of the power that the island has, which is showing Tom a person this whole night and really fucking with him, to the point that we get the murder clown in the crawl space, which is utterly terrifying. And then they go and they punctuate it once again by having the innkeeper stay inside that room for 10 seconds and then 30 seconds. And you see what has happened to him, to the point where it's kind of showing you that like there is no reality and there's almost no time either on this island.
The time element, I think, is really crazy.
Can fuck with your
My
Now-
innkeeper's my favorite
yeah.
because he's trying to make money and he knows that place is fucked. he's like, you're not going to stay the night? He's like, no, you can find me at home. He's like, what happens if someone else was here? Then they know that they could find me at home.
They can also reach me at home. So you're not going to bring the bags in? Kicks the rolling bag into
That was wild.
Oh, so good.
The
the
board
part that
games?
freaked me out the most.
Oh, yeah.
The board games. But like, if I was staying in that room and then you had the lighthouse light come through and you close the curtains and then they open up on you, that would have been the thing that fucked with me the most. Like, I know, like, it would have drove me nuts because I would have been like, I know I closed the fucking curtains and then they keep opening. That little annoyance would have drove me nuts.
not the murder clown.
I can deal with a murder clown. Like, who cares?
Okay.
I have a question, or maybe a thought that I need to process out loud, and the best way to do that on the podcast is to say it out loud.
Sure.
Is with the design elements of the book, the board games, and these different things, they all clearly come from a specific decade in terms of the styling and the design, and even
Like the 50s?
it's just like 50s. There's something about that decade that's kind of be something we keep jumping back into, because even when he was playing board games with the murder clown, the way that man was dressed, I was like, this guy is not real. He's not real. Just the way that he's dressed,
from the
you could
50s.
tell.
He's got the short
The tie.
sleeve white shirt, the tie. Like he just looked from a different era.
When
So
I
just-
see a nigga with a short sleeve like shirt like that, I'm like, all right, dude, you're gonna tell me that women voting is wild, you know?
Wait, give the disclaimer, please.
Oh yeah.
Before we get a one
guys,
star.
Sorry, I'm a black dude, and some of you think I'm allowed, and some of you don't. I don't really care. You're gonna give me the 1 star regardless. So,
Okay, but back to my point. I feel like there's something about that year that's going to be important because at least watching Welcome to Derry and everything with the It series, there's specific points in time where they're marked by crazy occurrences. So I feel like this island's going to be really similar in that going back through the history and as we kind of put together this timeline, you guys are saying, maybe Patricia at a certain age experienced something on this island, or her family did. I think all these timeline moments are going to be really pivotal.
Sam, I think what you've done
like
is
that.
you've
Good
also
point.
shown that future seasons can take place at different times too. Like we could have not saying it would be right or wrong, but I am curious as to what would a Hamish Linklater led season of the first mayor dropping on that island. Yeah, right?
Bars.
Just phenomenal.
I kind of hope they do the Righteous Gemstones thing where we have an interlude episode every time. That would be odd because those are the best episodes of that show where
Doing
the
a
one
flashback.
flashback per season. That would be really good.
Well, they showed they could do this. Like, I think at first when I was watching Patricia, I was like, oh, we're getting a filler episode already. And then it
no
really
filler,
wasn't.
brother.
It filled with greatness. Like, it was fucking awesome. So I think we can trust this show to do interludes. Sorry, filled with greatness.
Filled with greatness.
Children.
Like an eclair.
Yes,
Like a jelly donut.
exactly.
Cannoli.
Real important question for the group here. Which board game are you actually playing? Is it Run? Is it Teeth? Is it
Daddy's Home or whatever.
Daddy's Home? Which, fuck.
What?
Okay.
Which game would I play? Run.
Not
easiest
yet.
answer.
Not yet. Not yet.
Get the
not
fuck
yet.
out.
Run.
The board game. The official
That-
board game.
Yeah.
Did you mention? Sorry, Jag. You said get the fuck out. The video of the old man doing the "Welcome to Widow's Bay"
Hilarious. I
fucking hysterical. It reminded me of Get Out. The spoilers for that movie here is when he's doing the coagula, and it's like the old man talking about like how they're gonna merge and all that, and just him saying, "Come with me," and just walking away for like a full minute. My wife was watching with me. She's like, "Is the camera not gonna go with him?" And then like it pans over to Tom doing stuff, and then it pans back, and she's like, "That motherfucker's still walking." It's
That
just
shit is so funny.
It's just so
such a
pitch
great
perfect,
visual
man.
gag.
Just pitch perfect. Guys, we have got a lot of episodes of this show. 10 episodes. I think we're gonna get some
Lock
really
in.
rich storytelling, and I think they're doing it with a really short amount of time, right? If I remember correctly, the episodes are like 30 minutes.
30 to 40, not
Yeah.
not 40 to 50.
Yeah, and they're doing a great job, very efficient with the time they're given here. We've done 4 episodes so far. We're going to have 6 more, and we're going to be back every single week covering Widow's Bay as we go on throughout this season here. So if you have not caught up, you can catch up in like 2 hours on Widow's Bay right now. Episodes 1 through 4. Make sure you're caught up over on Apple TV. And like I mentioned, we're going to be back again. We're also covering the finale of The Boys. We're covering Your Friends and Neighbors, and we've got some other great shows coming up as well. As always, I want to thank everybody for watching or listening all the way through. For myself, for Jag, for Sam, for Koff. We'll see you next time. Adios.
I love my running backs in my dynasty league. And then I went over to my
Sam realizing in real time that her team sucks ass.
No, fuck off. My team is great, but the problem is this league does contracts for years over
Ew.
time
Oh,
depending
you've
on
talked to me about this league. Yeah.
Don't
It's
make
so-
it real.
Contracts?
Don't make
Yeah,
my fantasy
so-
football
Contracts.
real.
So I have rookie contracts for Bijan Robinson and Devon Achane, and they both just ended. So they go into RFA, and if I want to keep them, I have to price match for whoever bids the highest on
Don't
them.
do like the Dolphins and fucking pay for them.
I was about to say, don't pay for H-Chan. Bijan,
No.
you should pay for.
Bijan I need to pay for, but it sucks because last year I got Jamar Chase in RFA, and that's a huge chunk of my budget. So that's why I said fuck. I have to do math, and that makes me sad.
By the way,
wait,
Alfredo,
you have a fantasy team with a fucking cap?
yeah, called
Yeah, it
contract
has a
leagues,
thing?
baby.
cap.
Yeah,
those
I
are
would
real,
love to
dude.
do that, but it's some
That sounds
sicko shit.
awful.
It's kind of
That sounds
gangster, but I'm
awful.
not gonna lie. I just don't want to have to do that. Like if it was
To me,
the
it's
only
one of
thing
the
I was
top
doing,
10
it sounds
coolest
great.
things about Sam, and that's a large list. That's you
That's
doing some
fucking
sicko
crazy.
shit.
Can we make that an episode? Just the top 10 coolest things about Sam. Put it behind the paywall, and then
About it.
And then it ends with pictures of my feet, and then we get a ton of money.
actually no, we make your feet. We make your feet the thumbnail, and that's how we bring them in.
No. You gotta
don't
blur
give
them
'em
out.
away
though.
for
You
free.
can't give them for
Don't give 'em
free.
free.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
no,
totally
Gotta blur that shit out.
no thumbnails.
Just give one
cost
toe.
feet. We bring in the real sickos.
Again, I'm gonna not say
Not
anything.
say
I'm gonna veto
anything.
that. I'm gonna veto that one myself.
Hey, I've talked to Gabby. Be like, listen, I got no problem with it. I will be the photographer. I got a good camera.
Yeah.
And
Like,
lighting.
all right, babe, back
We
up a
can't
little bit.
make-
Let's
Up
get
in
that.
here.
Let's capture that natural lighting. Click,
Yep.
click. Okay, wiggle the pinky toes.
Yep.
Do
Is
not-
it a thing
do
to
not
like
become a
pour
Nate
stuff on your
Jacobs.
feet too? Like if she like pours honey on her feet?
Ew.
Yeah.
Ew.
Oh, I'm
Ew,
sure
that
there's
just sounds
people that are
messy.
paying for that shit.
Oh my god.
I
that-
don't understand.
Almost made you
I have
throw
said
up.
it once. I'll say it again. I don't get feet. I don't
I
understand
just
that.
gave myself an innie.
We should start recording now.
We are
Okay, we
recording,
are
brother,
recording.
sister. Yeah,
Sister.
yeah, we are very much recording.
Hell yeah, brother.
I started saying brother ironically, and now I just say it.
Yeah, I did that a couple times, and then I was like, I don't like who I'm becoming.
I know. At the gym,
brother.
it's hilarious because like they're like hell yeah, and I'm like yeah,
I don't mean it the way you mean it.
exactly.
The way you mean it.
Proceeds to read
I'm saying it
Invincible on the stair
ironically.
climber. Like, if there's
Oh,
anyone who
man.
just say you hate
I
money.
don't want to do a football
Oh,
match
okay.
right now.
Why? Why? I didn't know Parker Washington had this strong of a hive. That was a throwaway tweet. God.
What?
Parker
Why
Washington
do you
is the
have that
next
face,
greatest
Alfredo?
wide receiver.
You want to record
I
now?
don't know.
You want to talk
We're
about the show?
already recording, Sam. Focus.
God
Well,
damn it.
no one says
Fuck
take
it.
it away or earn. I just assume we're not going yet.
Take it away, Ern.
Oh, see, I wasn't ready. Now I'm all off my game.
Your
Look,
cardigan looks great.
Yeah, your curl
Let's
is
make-
curling. The cardi
make
is
lemonade.
cardying.
I like the cough shirt. That's very cough. Your hair
Cough
looks
pressing his
strong
titties together
today.
right now.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Jag's wearing his classic, cut off shirt. It looks great.
I came on with too much city. I need like one half button down because this why even wear a shirt,
What you need is a tattoo
gotta-
right there.
I
What
actually
you gotta
want one
do?
right here.
I actually love it.
you gotta do
Our
is you
shirt
open the
representation
shirt.
is our same as our response representation.
Yeah.
Jag's like as little shirt as possible. Cough's like the right amount of shirt, and I'm like, let's go layered.
Let's go extra shirt.
Yeah.
Let's go heavy extra
Let's
shirt.
do 2 shirts.
I'm a slutty man.
You are a little slut.
Nothing wrong with that.
For now.
As long as you know who you are and you're not lying to people, it's fine.
Yeah, I think that's better.
Yep.
You're just
See?
honest.
If you're honest, then it's
Till you
fine.
get pregnant,
It's when you
Jag.
start lying.
I got 2 dates this weekend, and I don't
yeah.
care. So
2 different ladies?
yeah,
Nice.
Whatever you do, wash your hands.
okay. Thanks.
That's my advice for half the things people tell me they're doing. They're like, yeah, man, I'm heading out to the movies this week. I'm like, all right, cool, man, wash your hands. They're like,
You
what?
got to give him the
That's
Hitchhiker's
great,
Guide to the
honestly,
Galaxy
great advice.
or Towel. Like, don't forget to bring a towel. For sex, that's hilarious because it actually is useful.
Yeah, that's a great advice.
Yeah.
I hear one of my buddies. I just went to his wedding. Every time someone's like, "All right, I'm gonna go to the bathroom, I'll be back," he's like, "It's cool, man. Just be yourself." And he's like, "What?" He's like, "Good luck."
No, I say good luck. I
Good
love
luck
the
going
be
to the
yourself
bathroom is
thing.
good.
That is
Be
is
yourself,
good.
I
Yeah,
might
say-
take that. That's good.
Yeah, I say
I
good
say
luck
good luck
all
to
the
Gabby
time.
because I'm like, I really hope you get to shit this time you're there. Like it's I want her to come
For
back
women,
with a big old
that's a
thumbs
big
up.
deal. That's a big deal
is.
for women. Like bowel movements for women. I'm just like, just eat fiber, man. Like
We're coming out with a fiber at work, and it's going to launch in Walmart and Target and
Will you-
Costco.
will they sponsor me? How high do I got to get up there in numbers? Do I need to wear some shit? And
Some slutty little outfits. Show some feet.
So, I mean, I could talk to the social team about how they're doing it. They do influencers so much different these days than how they used to.
because
It
they used
used
to
to be-
overpay for motherfuckers. That's
Jag's
why.
like, I
yeah.
will.
Yeah, and now you need
Jag,
like
do
a
you
lot
have
of
a-
followers.
Do you have a little doggy outfit like Cassie you can wear?
No.
Thought about it.
There you go.
The pause
Never gonna get
had me
sponsored.
concerned.
Sam's gonna be your new Maddie.
Dinosaur ninja, another dinosaur. No doggy.
I really want to get them to sponsor the podcast and then just give us a code that we can read out and see how that does. So
That'd be cool.
Code Sam at fucking checkout.
well, my code used to be Sam10 and I could get everyone 10% off, but then I got rid of it.
Wow.
Why?
Or at least I
Why
haven't
would
checked
you
it in
do
a
that?
minute. You guys could check it on our website. But
Because we can do that now. It makes us look good.
Yeah, it makes
Yeah.
us look cool and important.
Sam
You're not a
10.
podcast until you have Manscaped. I was told that once.
Blue Chew. Blue Chew.
Within the next
That's
couple
that's
months,
the
I got
peak.
Manscaped as a sponsor.
Blue Chew is a
Raffies.
red flag. We're not talking about fucking, looks maxing and Sam gets to talk. We're not the right kind of.
Sam gets to talk. We even let her host sometimes.
Jesus.
I'm not a Democrat.
Oh, jeez.
I am a Democrat. I'm not retarded.
There we go. That's the spot. Take it away, Aaron.
All right. There we go.